Alrighty, what's up, shit stains? It's Wednesday night, September 3rd. Got, then the eve before the start of the 2025 season. I know you're all excited. I definitely can't be excited right now considering how late it is. I got to be going to bed soon. But welcome to the new season. I want to start off by, congratulating Sister Christian, aka Ramirez, or aka Champ now for the new season. Good shit on that, but fuck you. You know, I was one that brought you into this league, and then you go and fucking win a championship before I do. So, God fucking damn it. I'm about to change my name to God damn it Adam to God damn it Sister Christian. But either way, but all jokes aside, definitely well earned. It's just good to see a new champ within this league, not the usual shit. So again, congrats Ramirez. It's fitting that you get to go up against me in that first week, and as of now projections, it's pretty much dead even. So it's all up in the air now. It's all to the fantasy gods. So I definitely can't wait. Pray to Shiva, make sure she bless you, but definitely not all of you. She can only bless so many people, and there's gonna be winners and there's gonna be losers. So first things first, wanted to kind of put it out there for next year. I know for those that are in the Discord, you guys were able to, vote on some items that are all for next season. Let me kind of roll through those real quickly. The draft for next year will be Saturday, August 29th, 2026. Destination unknown at the moment, but we are going to try to have a remote draft. Whether it's Vegas, whether it's in a cabin in the woods somewhere. It definitely won't be in any bar or restroom, because no matter what, Adam's gonna be locked somewhere. So we're gonna have to make sure wherever Adam is, we're gonna have to keep him out of all the fucking restrooms and shit, just because I just we all have a feeling that Adam is so out there and just so fucking volatile and maybe too focused that he is incapable of drafting in front of anyone. So I'm a little excited for that next season, next year's draft. Again, August 29th, Saturday. The interesting thing about that next year is that weekend is actually the weekend before Labor Day weekend. So it's usually that's like a first, where it's usually Labor Day weekend is that last weekend before the season starts. So, make it happen, guys. August 29th, Saturday. Mark your calendars. Do what you got to do, because we ain't doing this bullshit anymore. The 7 a.m. draft this past year, and then the year before that, 7 p.m. on a Thursday. So, nah, done with that shit. We're just gonna be, better at scheduling this well in advance. Date's gonna get picked. We're gonna be consistent with this, picking that date a year in advance, and it's all up to you guys to, figure it out. So, there we go. We're definitely going to get better at that, and we're going to get back to live drafting. So why the fuck not? I don't even want to talk about that right now any much more, because I'm just going to keep rambling on about that. So other items we did vote on, and I still have to reach out to the other guys. I think it's still need to get input from Bailey, 3Pete, and Danimal. I think I pretty much have everyone else's count, but I'm gonna have to go through everything else and make sure I get input from everyone. So once I have that, I'll make sure that gets reported out to all you guys. And then for those that were there in the Discord, you guys have heard it. And you guys know, for those that have deliverable items, the sooner you get that to us, sooner we can start making decisions. But first things first, I gotta get everyone's input. Just to briefly go on that, there's a voting item for increasing the buy-ins next season, $50, and there's another proposal to reduce maximum keepers from 3 to 2, And then the last one is an alternative. I wouldn't say an alternative to the keepers. It's more of a different method. So again, there's going to be more information on that later. Look forward to that. So now let's get into the videos in terms of like how is this going to go. So as usual, the first one of the year is usually going to be done by me. The commish, and then in the future, if I ever step down and someone else decides to take over, it's always going to be the commish that does first video of the year, open up the season, just to really get it all started. And then kind of like with tradition when we used to do videos, pretty much I'm gonna have already put out there. The next video is gonna be, the reigning champ. So Ramirez, Sister Christian, you're next. And when it comes to format, it's really whatever the fuck you want to do. I know in the past we usually, go over the weekly matchups and maybe our picks, and I might still do that right now. You can do that too. If anything, you can even just spend that time just bashing whoever you're going up against, and want to call someone out, definitely do whatever the fuck you want in terms of that. I don't want to see any hairy asses. Well, actually, maybe I do. Turgman, Turgman's got a fantastic hairy ass. I just don't want to see any more of Adam's, any of his toilet shit. But I already put it out there. He's already done it, so we already know. Expecting Adam's video to be done in the toilet. He's gonna have a thong probably wrapped around his ankles, just because he's been projecting a bunch of shit. So let's see now. What else? Other than that, it's when it comes to what happens pretty much after week 2, once Champ does his video. I mean, I'm pretty much kind of fine with tradition where, the person that does that video that week nominates the person. Oh, and I didn't even have a good stand on the phone. That's what I get for talking too much with my hands and banging on my desk and shit. So there's that. Nomination after, within your video, make that nomination, and then it's up to that next person to get it in by that next Wednesday. For, unforeseen circumstances, everyone gets one pass. You still have to do one at some point, and we're all going to keep track of that. And I know some of you all are gonna be pretty good at policing that too. And then definitely, if you do not put it out there now, if you do not get a video posted by that Thursday kickoff, there will be a 10-point deduction that same week. So especially if you're taking that, if you're doing that video, there's that push, there's that incentive to, make sure you're gonna have a good chance that week of even winning by making sure you're not gonna fuck yourself over by hurting your team by 10 points. So instituting that now. If anyone's got questions on that, just reach out to me. No assumptions on anything until you get confirmation from at least me. So don't want to repeat of any sort of drama that's happened. And I even am skeptical of even bringing this up just to jinx it, but fuck it. The fact that, so far it's been pretty drama free. The fact that Dan wasn't being responsive or anything when it came to the draft, and he pretty much forfeit his opportunity to pick his priority position, like that's really all on him. And I was actually worried that was going to cause some shit or some sort of rage quitting. So good job, Dan, for taking and accepting what it is. For just it's all right. We all got busy lives, whatever, but I feel like this league is kind of what keeps us connected, even more so, especially because now I don't even know how many years it's been. I know it's 15 plus years, at least when I probably first started this league. So it's really, you know, I don't know. I'm just glad that we're all still here, even though we're all far away. We got, people in other states. Even us in California, man. I'm way over here in fucking Buttfuck, Egypt, and Banning, and the rest of y'all are all in L.A. County. So, but let's look at a little bit of these grades on the draft. Even though when it comes to our league with keepers, the grades, I mean, it's always nice to kind of see where everyone sits, and it's just already, not looking good for some of you guys. But at the same time, what I always say is, projections are shit. You really never know, right? What do they say? Any given Sunday. So there we go. And let's see now. So I already kind of briefly went over, Ramirez and myself. Again, that's going to be a great matchup. I know I'm going to come up on top. It's just, you got to put out that confidence out there. And, already bold predictions. This is my year. It has to be my year. It's just going to be my year. So, can't wait to see that. And then we got Bailey up against Nelly here. And, in terms of their projections, it's pretty close too. 108 Bailey, 105 Nelly. And so you just never know who's going to be that breakthrough star, or who unfortunately might get that season-ending injury on that first play. So, man, it's exciting, but at the same time, anything could fucking happen. So, and then we got that third matchup. We got Turkman against big time Timmy Jim, aka Summer, but not Summer. That one, everyone's point projections are all within 5 points for the most part. But then we got this next one. We got second place Ian going up against White Kanye, and that point spread is almost 13 points. So I mean that's probably the widest margin out of all matchups in week 1. So I mean that's gonna be real interesting how that one turns out. And then the next matchup, let's see, the fourth matchup is gonna be three-peat going up against Drew. And so I already know Drew cannot fucking wait. He, when it comes to him, it's almost like it's rivalry week already for some of us, but especially this one. I feel like three-peat and Drew here. I know they're both fucking smitten, fucking waiting. Just their fucking little red rockets are just fucking waiting to just. They're waiting for kickoff, just like the rest of us. But I feel like even more so, Drew's got that passion, just like 3P can when, he's in, and you just fucking, yeah, just fucking rambling now. But anywho, last matchup, it's almost funny too because of what Adam's profile pick is. We got the Asian sensation, Danimal, going up against Adam. Fucking dipshit Adam. Love him. Love him, hate him at times. Just look at my team name. It's all about him, and I feel like I'm giving him too much. I'm giving him too much attention. So, but I do love that. Adam's fucking one of the craziest ones here. But I know he's getting competition from three-peat and being the most craziest motherfucker in this group. But again, going back to that, the last matchup, that's got an 8-point spread. Adam may be lucky, but me when it comes to Adam. Like Adam, you're never gonna win this. And it's still a rule, still a caveat. It's just been, so it's more like this deep state understanding that if Adam wins this league, like, the whole league is dissolved. It's just gonna be it. Like, it's not gonna happen, Adam. And I think we're all gonna do everything we can to make that happen. So I mean, be excited, draft as well if you want Adam, but it's never gonna happen to you. But yeah, so we're almost going on 15 minutes. Can't believe I rambled this long. But man, and I just can't wait for fucking Friday. We got my Chargers. I fucking hate that they're fucking going to Brazil. I hate international games. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Fuck it. And I really think it almost sucks. What is it, the Vikings? I think the Vikings have back-to-back weeks of international games. I think they got one in Germany, and then they got one in like London. And I mean, but at least they're consecutive. And at least for the Chargers, their first game right out the gate, Brazil, fly back home. You know, we're gonna fucking beat the Chiefs. We always can beat the Chiefs. It's just, you know, fucking Mahomo and fucking Kelsey, the last fucking minutes of the game. But thankfully, Kelsey's engaged. And as a Charger fan or any opponent of the Chiefs, that's probably one of the best news we've ever gotten when it comes to that and the Chiefs, because I fucking hate the Chiefs even more so now with Mahomo and Kelsey Swift, or what is it? Swift Tracy. Fucking can't even think right now. It's gonna be Swift Kelsey on his jersey at some point. So, but all right, dipshits. That's it. Can't wait for kickoff. Day one, tomorrow, week one. We got Cowboys, we got Eagles. Hate the Cowgirls, so, you know, fly, Eagles, fly. Take care.